Henry Cejudo, bantamweight champion, versus the former champ and current challenger, Dominick Cruz. Now, I love Dom. I really do. But what a strange piece of matchmaking this one is, right? For one, Cruz hasn't fought since 2016, and that fight was a loss. It was a title fight. It was fight of the night, but it was a loss. All I really remember, by the way, is Cody Garbrandt doing all that cringeworthy dancing in the middle of the fight. But whatever. Now, I'm not disparaging what Dominick Cruz has accomplished throughout his career. 9-0, lost to Faber. Then he won his next 13 in a row, including 2 wins over Faber before losing to Cody. He's probably the greatest bantamweight of all time, and I think that's the angle they're going for. Like, Henry Cejudo is going to cement his legacy by adding Dominick Cruz to his resume, and Dominick could come out looking great. After all the injury layoffs, we've seen him return better than he was when he left. It's kind of a rare thing. Like, the whole ring rust angle almost works the opposite for him, and I think it's because he's so cerebral and it relies less on, pure athleticism. So while his body, might take a step back or at least not advance as much as it would if he was healthy the whole time, I think when he's out of the cage, it gives him a chance to kind of take a step back and study the game more, and he actually comes back better for that reason. The other factor here is Cruz's size and his ability to establish that range. But honestly, the smothering style of Cejudo, the Olympic gold medal caliber wrestling should be able to close that gap. Plus, who's to say how Cejudo will do on his feet against Cruz? It could be more evenly matched than people think. I don't know. If you ask me, I expect to hear and still at the end of this one, but I'd be thrilled if Cruz won. I mean, he's a legend. So I'm looking forward to the fight. I can't imagine it being, closely contested. I think it's going to be pretty one-sided. Finally, the main event. Holy shit, what a goddamn exciting fight. Now, of course, I'm disappointed that we're not getting Tony Ferguson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. I want to see that fight as bad as anyone, and I'm dying to know who would win that fight. I think it's a big question. Khabib's wrestling versus Ferguson's jiu-jitsu. Can Khabib hang with Ferguson's sort of unpredictable striking style? It's fascinating, and I would love to see that fight. But if you're going to look me in the eye and tell me that Justin Gaethje doesn't provide for a more exciting opponent, or at least as exciting, no, I'm going to double down. A more exciting opponent in terms of potential fireworks and just an all-out slugfest, you're lying. This fight is going to be a war, about as sure of a thing as you could put together in terms of pure entertainment value. Now, there's a risk of Tony losing and messing up the allure of seeing him against Khabib. Obviously, if both guys aren't on a long win streak, then it loses some of its intrigue. But who cares? That's the fight game. I can see Justin beating Khabib as well. He's just sort of a wild card. Who the hell knows? When it comes to Tony, Khabib, Justin, and Conor, I think any of those guys could beat any of the others depending on the night. And yes, I fully believe Justin is in that class. So let's get excited, people. This is a hell of a card. It's been a long time since we've seen live sports, at least in America. I'll be watching the Korean Baseball League. Until then, we're Korean Baseball Organization. I know it's KBO. Whatever, I have a lot to learn. But thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back with some great guests next week. And until then, enjoy the fights. So happy I can say that again. See you next time. Peace.